Alexa, let's play Jeopardy!
This is Jeopardy!
Thanks, Johnny, and welcome, players.
Today's first category is Popular Literature. Hilary Mantel's Wolf Hall follows the rise of Thomas Cromwell, advisor to this English monarch.
I don't know.
The correct response was, who is Henry VIII? The next category is Brand Mascots. Alluding to the quality of the brand's products, Pop and Fresh is the mascot of this company.
What is Pillsbury?
That's it. The third category is There comes a time. The phrase burning this oil refers to working or studying late into the night.
What is burning the midnight oil?
That's right. The next category is Names in Music. In 2014, this TikTok singer dropped the $sign from her name.
Who is Ariana Grande?
No, the correct response was, who is Kesha? The next category is
Did you get that here?
A rhyme for feel. The response rhymes with feel. It's a basket that fishermen use to hold what they catch.
What is a keel?
Sorry, the correct response was, what is Creole? The last category is the last word with Lawrence O'Donnell. Lawrence O'Donnell once said that the Senate is an unfixable crime against this political system developed in ancient Greece.
What is democracy?
Great.
All right, let's see how you did on this set.
You're 3 for 6 today. You scored in the top 32% of players today.
We'll see you tomorrow for more clues.
All right, you ought to go.
Because you played Jeopardy, Amazon recommends another popular knowledge
Alexa, stop. You ought to go, Givano Kuchvaj. What did I get? 3? I got 3 out of 6 or something like that. I'd be curious to know, those of you out there playing along, how many you got. Start of another day. And, I got to tell you, I was thinking to myself that creatures of habit, all of us are creatures of habit. And I say that because last night as I wiped the sleep out of my eyes, last night I found myself, I'm always finding myself looking at the clock right at about 6 o'clock or planning my schedule. I don't go out of my way to plan my schedule around 6:30, but 6:30 rolls around every day. And I sit down to watch the CBS Evening News. I mean, that's my one little, I'll have Fox News on throughout the day. I'll have Fox News on throughout the day because I'm a conservative Republican and not afraid to admit it. But I know there's somebody out there right now that's just cringing. Maybe I need to get one of those red Make America Great Again hats. And what a stupid hat. And I'm not going down the path about the whole Donald Trump thing or anything like that, but I don't think you'd catch me dead wearing a red Make America Great Again hat. It's a I don't know, stupid slogan or something like that, and a stupid hat. But anyway, creatures of habit. And the one habit that I've got, one of the habits that I have is I like to sit down and watch the CBS Evening News each night. And you say, well, what's so strange about that? I watch the news every night as well. but I wait until the CBS Evening News before I have my one little indulgence each day. I have one little indulgence each day. Talk about self-control. And it's 100 calorie ice cream bar that I get from or fudgicle or whatever the hell you want to call it, that I get from Costco. I buy them in like a box of 24 or whatever the hell it is, and it's 100 calorie, I don't know, fudgicle or ice cream bar or whatever you want to call it. That's my one little indulgence, and it's a strange habit. The other habit that I have is, and maybe this isn't as strange, but I like to have a banana first thing in the morning. I'll have a banana first thing in the morning, and if I run out of bananas, then the whole day goes wrong. If I don't have that banana, I have the banana even before I have the morning cup of coffee. But and I'm sure there's other habits that I have without thinking about it. But habits take, if I'm not mistaken, it takes 21 days to form a habit. You do something 21 days in a row, and you form a habit by doing so. And what's interesting is that it was that thought, that thought of 21 days in a row of doing a habit that actually led in a way to me giving up drinking, lock, stock, and barrel. And I say that because I was dating a woman. I was dating a woman who, for all intent and purpose, drank too much. She drank too much. And I had told her that about that 21-day thing, that 21 days, and you'd have a habit. So this lady one day, after an unfortunate incident, this lady one day asked me if I would go 21 days without drinking with her, because she wanted to give up drinking, I guess. And so she asked me if I'd go 21 days without drinking. And her asking me to do so coincided with me taking a trip of about 3 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. So I said, sure. I said, I'll do the challenge. I'll do the 21 days without drinking. And so off I went on my little road trip. I went off on my little road trip. It was about a 2-week road trip. And interestingly, I'll tell you where it was. It was in New Zealand. So off I go on a road trip, and the first stop, the first day I call back and I asked my friend, I asked my lady friend, I said, so how you doing with the drinking? She said, well, I drank last night. I had some wine. So you can drink. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go on with the challenge. I'm gonna take the challenge. I'm gonna be the shining example for this lovely lady, and show her that it can be done. Show her that I can give up drinking for 21 days. And mind you, I wasn't an alcoholic by any stretch of the imagination, but alcohol was a regular part of my life. It was just like having coffee in the morning. I would have, wine at night. It was just a regular part of my life. And in many ways, without going down a whole different tangent, in many ways, I knew that what I was doing was I was self-medicating. I was numbing the pain. I was numbing the, I don't know what you want to call it, depression or whatever. But I was self-medicating myself. And so anyway, back to the 21-day challenge. And I took the 21-day challenge, and And I continued on with this trip. And the first stop, for those of you that might remember, this seems like years ago, 5 years ago now, the first stop was on this beautiful sheep farm, right, I think outside of Rotorua in New Zealand. And it was just heaven on earth. And I was staying with this older woman in her 80s named Fenella. And Fenella drank like a fish. Her and her lover, she used to call him lover. I think his name was Patrick, but he was he lived in the ranch hand house or something like that. But her and her lover Sam was his name. Is his name? I hope it is. I hope it is his name and not was his name. But Fenella and Sam, I was staying with them for the better part of, I think, 5 nights on the sheep farm on the northern island of New Zealand, and the two of them drank like a fish. And boy, I got to tell you, arriving there on the first night or the second night, I think it was the first night, arriving there on the first night of the 21-day challenge, and just telling them politely, no thanks, I'm not drinking right now. But I think if you go online and you do a search, something like Tom Hall New Zealand sheep farm or something like that, for those of you that started following me after that, you'll see Fenella. You'll see Fenella, and Fenella had a rose garden. But anyway, that's what that is actually what led to my not drinking. I lasted the 21 days, and as I proceeded through those 21 days of not drinking, I just did a lot of soul searching. And I just started asking myself, to what purpose does this alcohol serve? To what to what good is it? And then I just started thinking about the potential damage that it would have on my health, both short term and long term, and I just gave it up, lock, stock, and barrel, after 21 days. But anyway, I don't know how I got off on that tangent. 21, maybe the 21 days forms a habit. So, another thing was a couple comments yesterday on my video yesterday about people. A couple people reached out and said that they watched my videos. One comment actually came in this morning, quite early, and I off the top of my head, I want to say the individual's name was John, but I could be mistaken. But a gentleman from, at least I think he's a gentleman from Atlanta was telling me that he tunes in, to all my videos, and he and his girlfriend. Why don't you make an honest woman out of her? Why don't you marry her, for Christ's sake? I mean, but anyway, now that's you see, that just started a whole discussion right then and there. Now this couple up in Atlanta is going to be watching this video right now, and they're going to be looking at each other, and who knows, maybe this will prompt him to get down on one knee and say, "Baby, marry me." But anyway, and then there was another lovely lady. I want to say she's from Arkansas or something like that likes to watch my videos. And you know what, folks, I've got a confession to make. I don't know what is so interesting, maybe is the word. I was going to say appealing, but what is so interesting about watching some middle-aged guy, who's losing his hair and standing in his kitchen having a bathrobe, just talking about whatever comes to his mind? What the hell is so interesting about that? I just don't know. But I don't make, confession is, I don't watch YouTube that much. I mean, I'll watch I might watch some music videos now and then. I like to watch a good music video, and I like to watch a good music video now and then, and I like to watch interesting stuff, like historical stuff, or whatever. But I can't say that I watch. I can't say that I make it a habit of watching people's, I guess, what you call vlogs. But anyway, it's nothing. There's not that there's anything wrong with doing it. It's just it's not my personal. It's just not my personal, tendency or habit to do so. But anyway, what else is on my mind? A business is really something else. I sometime back, I've got a client. I've got a client out in California, and his name is Lee. What a wonderful man. His name is Lee, and Lee owns a business called ABC Auto Care. And for all I know, Lee watches my videos. But so there's this gentleman named Lee, and Lee is a gentleman in every sense of the word. Gentleman named Lee with a company called ABC Auto Care in Ventura. And Lee sometime back told me that he was a member of this group of mechanics, auto shop owners. He was a group of auto shop owners, and they had a Facebook page, and there were several hundred of them, several hundred, if not even more than 1,000, of these auto shop owners, and I started thinking about. I was reading up on social media marketing. It's something that I could offer to my clients. Some of my clients pay incredible amounts of money for quote unquote social media marketing, posting stuff to Facebook and to Instagram. But anyway, so I was reading up on that, and a light went on over my head. And I had Janae go to Lee's Facebook page, his personal Facebook page, and she was signed in as me, and she went to his Facebook page, and she just started sending friend requests. I said, send a friend request to everyone that Lee Lizarraga is a friend with. So anyway, it started building up. And up and up and up. And next thing I knew, I had 800, 900 friends that were auto shop owners. And I also read when you're going to do social media marketing that you don't just jump out there in front of everyone and say, hello, buy my product. Rather, you engage them with interesting stuff. You engage them with, how does the saying go? If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with bullshit, or something like that. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. Anyway, but so I just started throwing stuff out there, different interesting things about web design and what have you. For example, if you go to Google and do a search, type in Google Structured Data Testing Tool. Just do that. Just do a search, Google Structured Data Testing Tool. And you'll see in the search results, it'll say Google Structured Data Testing Tool or something like that. And go to that utility and just type in www.abcautocare.com and run a test. And you'll see a split screen. You'll see my code on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, it'll tell you what it detected. And you'll see organization and auto repair. Click on auto repair, and you'll see what's called schema. Schema is the underlying identifiers. Sounds like I know what the hell I'm talking about, doesn't it? Schema is that's the baffle them with bullshit part. The schema is the underlying code in the website that identifies to the search engines what that web page is all about. What are their hours of operation? What methods of payment do they accept? What's the latitude and longitude of their business? What year did they open? All that type of stuff. So in the in the code of a website, you can use schema, and you can, those of you that are, just too much time on your hands, you can go to schema.org, schema.org, O-R-G, and you'll read all about schema and what schema is. It's a collaborative effort founded by Microsoft and Google and what have you. But anyway, back to the Facebook thing. So I started just throwing these posts out there on Facebook, and I do it in such a way that I intrigue these shop owners' curiosity, and I know that I'm probably driving a lot of other webmasters or other companies crazy, because these auto shops are probably picking up the phone saying, "Hey, where's my structured data? Hey, how come my page speed is, whatever." But interestingly enough, I've been picking up business from this. I mean, it's an untapped gold mine, and interestingly enough, I have clients lined up right now. And I just after I finish my morning coffee today, I'm throwing up a new website for this guy that owns 2 shops, which is Fox. What is it? Fox Auto Care. If you go to the website Fox Auto Care, F-O-X, like Sly like a fox, foxautocare.com. And also he owns another website, another company called Star Auto Service Brea, BREA.com, StarAutoServiceBrea.com. Between these 2 websites, okay, the foxautocare.com and StarAutoServiceBrea.com, he's paying $600 a website. Well, he was paying $600 a website, but as of about another 90 minutes, he's going to be paying $150 per month per website, plus another $100 a month for each location to run pay-per-click advertising. So 250 times 2, 500 a month. But he's going from paying $1,200 a month to $500 a month, and he's getting a better product. But no sooner yesterday than I do that, than I get another call from a guy in a city here in Orlando, or north of Orlando, which is LP, I think LP and Sons Auto Care or something like that. LP like liquid propane. LP and Sons Auto Care in DeLand, D-E-L-A-N-D. Yeah, I do the spelling because I got to help Skip out. Skip has a hard time with the spelling. So if you ever hear me, doing a spelling like, something like DeLand, I know that 99.9% of you know how to spell DeLand, okay? But, for that 0.01%, the Skip Smith, I gotta help the old guy out spell these words. But yesterday, this guy named Lewis from LP and Sons reaches out to me, and he wants the website, and then another guy from Dallas reaches out to me, and he wants the website. And there's only so much a guy can handle. I want to get up to the point, ideally I'd like to get up to the point where I had my short-term goal is to get up to the point where I have 100 clients. Maybe a little bit of a more long-term goal is get to the point where I have 500 clients, but I don't want to scale up to 500 until I've got the system dialed in, so to speak. The system being the server. But even at 100 clients, I mean, if you do 100 clients, Alexa, what's 100 times 150? Alexa, what's 100 times 150?
100 multiplied by 150 equals 15,000.
Alexa, what's 15,000 times 12?
15,000 multiplied by 12 equals 180,000.
that's $180,000. Now, and that's mostly passive income, and that's at 100. That's at 100 shops, and then you figure all the other stuff that comes with it. But anyway, it's just it's an interesting business model for sure. It really is an interesting business model, but it doesn't come without its stress and anxiety. But anyway, let's do the high hope for the day, and we'll get on with our day. Treasure private time. Create your own cocoon, a haven without interruptions or distractions. Transport your mind and spirit there. Do nothing. Allow your mind to roam free. Gain perspective. There you have it. I guess this is my cocoon, huh? Create my own cocoon, a haven without interruption or distractions. Today's quote is from Abraham Lincoln. I will prepare, and someday my chance will come. I will prepare, and someday my chance will come. Abraham Lincoln. As a side note, with Abraham Lincoln, my dad used to always say, read out loud like Lincoln did. That was his big thing. He'd always say that. He'd say, read out loud like Lincoln did. And, whether Abraham Lincoln read out loud or not, I don't know. But I can't imagine my dad would tell me to read out loud like Lincoln did if in fact he didn't read out loud. So anyway, for those of you that watch my videos that have not seen my dad, you might do a search, type in YouTube, just type in Ernest, E-R-N-E-S-T, skip, E-R-N-E-S-T, Ernest Hall Tribute, and you'll probably see the video that I did put together of my dad. But anyway, so with that all being said, time to get on with my day. Let you folks get on with your day. I think I've got about 10 more days before I figure out where I'm going, and it's what an interesting disposition to be in, figuring it, just being able to have that capability to just wake up one morning and say, okay, I think I'm going to go here. And that's essentially what I'm going to do somewhere around the 31st. I don't know if I'm going to leave my car here and catch a flight. I don't know if I'm going to take my car and go drive somewhere and leave my car and take a flight or what have you. But anyway, we will see, as the saying goes. So have a great day, everybody. I'd be curious to know what if any habit you'd be willing to admit. If you put it down there in the comments, say, I've got the strangest habit, and it is this. So anyway, have a great day, and take care.